Morning, Davis Month, I'm Chief Master Sergeant James Lyda, Command Chief of the 355th Wing with your morning update. I hope all you guys got an opportunity to watch Colonel Jolly's video last night. He did a fantastic job covering down a lot of points. We're pretty fortunate at this time. Of all the wing commanders that we have in the 355th, Colonel Jolly's probably my favorite. I had an opportunity yesterday to talk to you guys about the BX and the commissary hours, and I realized there's still a little bit of confusion. So that new policy kicked off this morning. And so at the BX from 0800 to 0900 and at the commissary from 0830 to 1030, our Mission Essential Airmen and their families are going to have priority access to the commissary. But one point that I wanted to clear up was a sign was posted on the commissary yesterday that led to a little bit of confusion. All airmen and their families have access to the commissary during all the hours that the commissary and the BX are open. Also want to cover down a little bit on the pharmacy, the satellite pharmacy at the BX. So in order to avoid crowds growing there, we've gone in, we've removed the seating to encourage our folks to drop off their prescriptions and then come back later on to pick them up. One new change though is our non-urgent prescriptions will have a one-day turn. However, our urgent prescriptions will still be turned around the same day. In addition, I know that this is a really stressful time for a lot of folks, and a lot of folks are really living in a very uncertain time. We don't know what's going to happen from day to day, and we really don't know what's going to happen from week to week. I want to encourage each and every one of our airmen and their families out there that if you find yourself in a bad situation, if you find yourself in a bad way, I need you to reach out for help. I need you to raise your hand. Your leadership team is still here. We're still working hard, and we still care about you. In fact, if you go back to Colonel Jolly's video from last night, he covered down these 5 lines of effort. And the one that probably resonates the most with me is provide our team the best possible care. You've got a leadership team that really cares about you, that really cares about your family, and really wants to see you do well and all of us to come out well on the other side. So if you don't want to reach out to your teams, we still have the Med Group team available, and they can be reached at 228-HELP. Also want to take a couple of questions that came in last night as well. So one is I'm aware of other bases closing, and there's a rumor going around base that we will be closing. If we're closing, is there a way that we can possibly get off base to get the things that are needed? So everyone is aware that our policies and our procedures are changing day to day, week to week. And I know that a lot of folks are using other bases as an example of what's going to happen here. And we're also looking at other bases that are 3 to 4 days ahead of us. However, I'll tell you that our response here may not necessarily mirror the response at Shaw or Nellis or somewhere else. What I will tell you to do is to stay tuned to the webpage and to the Facebook page that our PA team is putting out. They're doing a fantastic job getting the right information out to our airmen. Additionally, I want to remind you that Colonel Jolly, Colonel Pryor, and the leadership team here are putting in a lot of hours and a lot of time to make sure that we're taking care of our airmen and executing the mission the right way. And I want to assure you that whatever decisions they make will fall into Colonel Jolly's line of effort to make sure that we provide the right care and the best care to our teams. Lastly, I want to speak directly to our senior NCOs and our leaders. Colonel Jolly has 5 great lines of effort here, but General Holmes gave us some really good advice in his commander's guidance and intent. And it's fight the virus, don't fight the policies. And I understand that the policies are changing a lot, and it's creating a lot of uncertainty for our airmen. What I'll encourage you guys to do is to not try to fight the policy, to not try to argue the policy, but rather fight the virus and take care of your airmen. Look after one another, take care of one another. We're going to come through this, we're going to be okay. And in the end, I need each one of you to reach down and click that little thumb like at the bottom, because Colonel Jolly and I are in this little competition. I need more of these little thumbs than he gets by 4 o'clock today. So for each one of you guys out there, keep taking care of one another, be good to each other, keep the mission running, rescue and attack.